我把社会看得特别，
你看什么透了你？
啊，
你就看这个懒。
这人成这一辈子怎么着啊？就短短的那么180年的事，你干了半天累死你，你买不了一套楼房。他那在家吃喝拉撒睡，看看书，瞧瞧电视，到时候剩下核弹，行了。
A 38-year-old Chinese man has been living off his parents for 3 years, lying around the house all day, doing nothing, and relying entirely on his 70-year-old parents for food, drink, and care, yet he claims to have seen through life. As soon as this news broke, the seemingly carefree 38-year-old lazy man faced widespread criticism from numerous netizens. Unexpectedly, within 2 years, his family's 2-story house was demolished by the government. The 38-year-old lazy man ended up with nothing but a cold 80 million yuan. The man in front of the camera is today's main character, Lian. Facing the reporter, Lian was shirtless, holding a cigarette in one hand and playing with Buddhist beads in the other, occasionally picking up his phone to play with it. He was completely indulged in self-decadence. In response, the mediator bluntly pointed out that people of his age have already succeeded in their careers. He should also find a job to support his family instead of doing nothing all day. Unexpectedly, Lian responded with an indifferent expression.
人成这一辈子怎么着啊？就短短的那么180年的事，还哪里不是？谁能活多少年呀？玩得开，放得开，歇了，吃喝享受过了，现在就是吃喝等死了，就行了。
Seeing that her son remained unmoved, his mother briefly explained Li An's situation to the mediator. It turned out that Li An's reliance on his parents had its reasons. Though he only had an elementary school education, he went to Beijing to make a living at a young age. On the construction site, Li An's exceptional skills quickly earned him a monthly salary of over 5,000 yuan. During this time, Li An met his first love. The two quickly established a relationship, but unexpectedly, the girl's parents demanded a high dowry of 100,000 yuan. Although Li An had some savings, it was still challenging to come up with such a large amount at once. Gritting his teeth, Li An managed to gather the dowry. However, just when he was happily preparing for the engagement banquet, the girl's parents again demanded to increase the dowry to 200,000 yuan. Facing such an unreasonable demand and being drunk, Li An angrily picked up a nearby iron tool and struck his future mother-in-law. As a result, not only was his marriage over, but he was also sentenced to 2 years in prison for intentional assault. After his release, Li An did not give up. With his exceptional perseverance, he quickly found a job at a state-owned enterprise in Beijing. As Li An grew older, his parents arranged another marriage for him, not knowing that this marriage would completely change his life. Under his parents' urging, Li An found a second relationship. This was with a girl from Hebei, where Li An was also from. The two quickly established a relationship and got married. To be with his wife, Li An even quit his job in Beijing and returned to his hometown, finding a job that paid only a little over 1,000 yuan. However, the good times did not last long. Li An's brother-in-law frequently came to borrow money, and his wife even committed adultery during the marriage.
弄来，我也提去，他也甭说我。今儿来了一个，那是干，那是谁？那人来了，那是谁？我不说，我是干什么的？在监狱里出来，我什么不懂啊？离了。
Eventually, Li An chose to divorce and left home without taking a single penny. At that time, Li An only wanted to make money and didn't want to think about relationships anymore. But fate played a trick on him once again. The boss of the construction site where Li An worked suddenly passed away, and Li An's 1-year salary was left unpaid. When Li An went to demand his wages, not only did he fail to get his money, but in a fit of rage, he sent the person to the hospital. As a result, Li An went to prison again. Although the sentence was short this time, it completely shattered his hope for life. From then on, Li An chose to live off his parents, relying on them for food, drink, and care. Whenever others asked him, he would say that he had seen through life and didn't want to be burdened by family anymore.
我对生活怎么说呀？再娶个媳妇儿，对不起，免谈。
Seeing her son idle around the house like this, the mother was both angry and heartbroken, so she sought help from a mediator, hoping to find a new path for Lian. Facing the mediator's advice, Lian remained indifferent.
资产你懂吗？我要给店那卖，卖给大开发商，够我们家吃一辈子的了。
As soon as these words were spoken, his mother was instantly furious. This house was built with their hard work over a lifetime, how could he suggest selling it off? Seeing his mother angry, Lian waved dismissively and said, then let's sell half of it. The three of us will still have more than enough. Upon hearing this, the mediator advised, you should take action yourself, you can't rely on a windfall from the sky. But Lian responded nonchalantly.
上班去就挣那点钱，受挤的，在家了待着挺好。我想干去，我就自然而然就挣钱去了，没得花了，我就自然就操着去了。
The mediator was completely dumbfounded by these words. Lian's mother, in anger, scolded him, saying he was just counting on living off state benefits, utterly without any ambition.
低保谁是低保啊？只是他呀！我就一个户口本，什么都没有，一个身份证。 死了外头门儿我。
No matter how the mediator tries to console, Lian always maintains an indifferent attitude, bluntly stating that life is about eating, drinking, and having fun. Instead of suffering through labor, it's better to stay home and enjoy the present.
人生这一辈子怎么的吧？就短短的那么80年的事，还哪里不是？谁能活多少年呀？玩得开，放得开，歇了，吃喝享受过。 现在就是吃喝等死。
When the mediator asked Lian to seriously consider how he should live, Lian responded with an indifferent expression, saying directly, I don't care.
精神病，我精神有问题，我承认，我失忆症，我梦游症，我承认我有病，这病没治，心理疾病。
When his mother accused him of being lazy, Lian brought up his past experience of working hard.
干完活了，到年底了，该开支了。人说了，老板死了，老板跑了。
现在没人没干农民工。
那我原先干的就是这样。
No matter how the mediator persuaded him, Lian remained indifferent, persisting in his detached attitude towards the world. Upon hearing this, his mother exclaimed angrily.
这辈子你别说别的了，你要实在到时候不让我放弃你，我就真放弃了。我也喝醉了。
Afterwards, his mother indeed kicked Lian out. Thus, the mediation ended in failure. Following the broadcast of this episode, many netizens heavily criticized Lian's behavior, believing he was a complete failure and destined to achieve nothing in the future. However, reality unexpectedly mocked all the doubts. Shortly after, news suddenly came from Lian's village about demolition. After government assessment, Lian's family received a whopping compensation of up to 80 million yuan. Overnight, the once laid-back Lian unexpectedly became worth tens of millions. Some said he had anticipated the demolition long ago, while others claimed he truly saw through it. Only he knew the truth. Some say he truly gained an insight into life, but regardless of how events unfolded, Lian can finally lie down and rest completely. Is his outcome a favor from heaven or compensation from fate? No matter what, Lian can finally rest completely. If it were you, and you received 80 million yuan in demolition compensation, would you still choose to continue working? Feel free to leave a comment below and discuss with us. That's all for this episode. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. We will continue to provide you with real reports as always. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.